Welcome to Learn German in 32 Hours with John Berland. In today's lesson, we'll be looking at what the German language looks like in the day-to-day life, and we have picked up a topic called die Begrüßungen und Vorstellung, like greetings and introduction. So here the goal is to find out what the German language looks like rather than to learn these sentences, right? So let's get started. Okay. So, good morning, like in German, guten Morgen. Good day or good afternoon, both could be guten Tag. Good evening, like guten Abend, and good night, gute Nacht. Now please note, in German, all the nouns are written with the first letter capital. Unlike English, where only the proper nouns are written with the first letter capital, in German it doesn't matter. For example, cat, lion, and dog are written with the lowercase, first letter being lowercase. In German, it'll be written like Katze, Löwe, and Hund. All the nouns are written first letter capital. Perfect. Now moving forward, let's find out how do we say how are you in German. We do not say how are you. In German we say, like in English you say how's it going for you. Yes, but there is a catch. In German, please note, there is no continuous tense. That means you cannot say I'm going, I was going, I will be going, I had been going, or whatever in relation to continuous tense. All you can say is anything except continuous tense, like I go, I went, I will go, I had gone, etc. Yes? So we cannot say how's it going for you. We could only say how does it go for you. Yes? So it sounds like this. Wie geht es Ihnen? Or wie geht es dir? What is the difference? Now in German, you can decide if you're talking to a second person, if you want to be formal or you want to be informal. Yes? Formal is also known as höflich in German, which means polite. Talking to someone politely, you could say wie geht es Ihnen, or you're talking to a friend informally, you could say dir. Perfect. Now, how would we answer back? As we had learned, there is no continuous tense. So you can't really say it's going good for me. Yes, it's going good for me. Wouldn't be possible. So what should we say rather? Yes, we would say something like, it goes good for me. Yes, let us write. Let us write here. Okay. Okay, let's unselect the striking. It goes good for me. That is one way of saying I'm good. Yes. Now you could also choose other adjectives if you want to say something else, like it's going great. Yes. It's going great for me. It's going super for me, fantastic or magnificent. Doesn't matter. So let's see how does it look like in German. It goes good for me looks like es geht mir gut. It goes for me good. Yeah. Or toll. Toll is like great. Super. Super is like super. Fantastisch. It's like fantastic. Hervorragend, which is like magnificent. Perfect. Okay. Now, let's look at another sentence which says, you please introduce yourself. Now, this is more like an imperative sentence, which is like a polite request. Now, in German, it looks like this. Bitte stellen Sie sich vor. Bitte stellen Sie sich vor. You please introduce yourself. Now, let's match it up. You in German is like Sie. Please in German is like bitte. Yeah. And please note, introduce, the verb, is written in two parts. Vorstellen. Yeah. And yourself in German is sich. Perfect. You please introduce yourself. Now, what did we learn here? Certain verbs in German can have how many parts? Two parts, where the second part goes in the end. Vor. So the complete verb is vorstellen, and the vor part goes in the end. Now, what happens if we forget to write vor? For example, I delete vor. The meaning of the verb changes. Now it becomes, the verb is stellen. Stellen actually means to keep. Yes, it doesn't mean anything. Please keep yourself. So to get back to vor, the moment you get back vor, meaning changes back to introduce. Perfect. Yes. So we must remember, when reading a German sentence, you got to look up till the end of the sentence. If it is a separable verb, then it'll hold a lot of importance to look at the prefix. Yes, perfect. Now in German, what do we call the separable verbs? They are known as trennbare Verben. Yes, separable verbs. Perfect. Moving forward, let's find out. How are you called? In German, we could say wie heißen Sie, which is like the polite form, höflich, Sie. Or wie heißt du, informal. Yes. Now I could say I am called John Berlin. In German, ich heiße John Berlin. Perfect. Okay. What is your name? In German, was ist Ihr Name? This is like polite, höflich. Was ist deine Name? Yes. Informal. My name is John Berlin. My Name ist John Berlin. Perfect. You could also say, who are you? In German, wer sind Sie? Polite. Or wer bist du? Informal. Perfect. I am John Berlin. Ich bin John Berlin. Now, from where do you come? In German, woher kommen Sie? Polite. Woher kommst du? Informal. Right? Now, please note, woher in German is like from where. From where do you come? Perfect. For example, I come from Germany. Ich komme aus Deutschland. Perfect. Another question. Was, or in English, what do you do from profession? In German, was machen Sie von Beruf? We could even write it in informal. Was machst du von Beruf? Yes? So, Sie is formal and du is informal. Perfect. All right, now let's answer. I am a teacher and a writer from profession. Ich bin ein Schriftsteller und Deutschlehrer von Beruf. Perfect. Now, moving forward, what are your hobbies? Was sind Ihre Hobbys? What are your hobbies formally? Was sind deine Hobbys informal? Now, I have written it here. Meine Hobbys sind Schreiben, Boxkampf, gucken, malen und reisen. Like in English, my hobbies are to write, to watch boxing, to paint, and to travel. Yes? Perfect. So, these are a few German sentences which can acquaint us to how German language looks like in the day-to-day life. But our short-term goal is, in the future lessons, to be able to make these sentences by ourselves. Yes? And to do that, in the next few lessons, we'll be learning the German fundamentals, which will consist of a few grammar tables and the usage of verbs. Once we have done that, we'll be in a position to make these sentences without any mistakes. Yes? So join me in the next few lessons and we'll be able to create these sentences by ourselves. Perfect. So see you in the next lesson. Take care.